Morning, everybody. John and Good here. Greetings from Fort Worth, Texas. Oh boy, I know it's been a long time. The last video of me was going to Mount Crawford, Virginia, right? Yeah. Delivered in Arlington, Virginia, picking up in Mount Crawford, going to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Alright, so the last video I went to Mount Crawford to pick up a load. That load delivered to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Unfortunately, when I got to Oconomowoc, let me back up a little bit. It's been a while. I went to Mount Crawford. I didn't get loaded on a timely manner, but all said and done, I delivered to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin an hour late. I arrived an hour late in Oconomowoc, Roundies. But that wasn't the problem. I got there, they didn't say nothing. They told me to back into a door. I was dead tired. So I went to sleep. It probably taken them an hour, 2 hours before they even started to unload the truck. They started unloading the truck, and then some time passed, and then they started to unload the truck, but I know they were not finished unloading the truck, and some time had passed. They didn't do anything. So I'm thinking, well, maybe they're taking their time. Finally, maybe an hour later, they started unloading the truck again. Very slowly. And then I know I was empty, but the procedure in Oconomowoc or Roundies is that even though you're empty, you have to wait for them to call you for the lumper fee, and they even have to call you when your paperwork is already ready to be checked out. So I still lay there in bed, you know. And then finally they started going at it again. Like, it feels like they're reloading the truck. I said, what in the world is going on? Well, I still wait for the phone call. Nothing. Finally, I got tired of waiting, kind of worried. I had a green light, so I pulled out of the door and opened. I even turned off the Reefer unit. I opened up the trailer doors, and to my surprise, the load was back. They completely reloaded the truck. They put all the load. So I go inside. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" Say, "Oh yeah, we decided we're gonna reject the load." I said, "Really?" I said, "Why?" They say, your temperature was out of range, and so that's why we're rejecting it. I said, oh boy. The boss had me drive back to Oak Creek, Wisconsin to go to a carrier dealer. The Reefer unit is made by Carrier, And every reefer units, whether it be a Thermo King or Carrier or any other brand, the reefer unit has a black box that records the temperature minute by minute. It also records if there was any fault codes or any issues. It records what was the highest temperature, the lowest temperature. Just to download that temperature reading, they charged my boss $202. So went there, they got it downloaded. I waited for the boss to decide what to do, where to go from there. The boss says, well, this is going to take a while, so why don't you go home? So I went home for the night. And I knew I had to take the load somewhere. And boy, I couldn't believe it. They decided to, the day after, they decided to take the load back to Mount Crawford, back to the shipper. And I'm thinking, oh man, I'm supposed to be off for 3 or 4 days. Yeah, what are you gonna do, right? So I drove it all the way back to Mount Crawford. They took it at door 13. They got me reloaded right on the same door. Yeah. So they got me reloaded at the same door with the load going back to, no, not going back, but delivering to White Waves Foods in Dallas, Texas. But by the time I got to Virginia, I think it's somewhere near Tennessee, I had a tire blowout. And then so the boss decided to replace the tire blowout side by side with 2 brand new trailer recaps. The other side of the trailer was also, one of the tire needed to be replaced, and I had a spare to well, that's good. He's going to open it for me. Yeah. So 3 tires had to be changed. Plus my airbag was depleted. Thank you. You know the petrol right there on almost to the, but somewhere in Virginia, there's a petrol right there. If you go north, it's on the right side. To have them replace 3 tires and fix the airbag, it took 10.5 hours. But wait, I'm not done yet. You know how many airbags they had to replace? They had to replace three airbags. It was somewhere in the neighborhood of 10.5 hours, and it also cost the boss $1,800. Let me go check in. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, we've been assigned to door 2.